If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
Well, breaking news, a woman is killed in a shooting near an elementary school in North Londale. CBS Skywatch was over the scene at Springfield and 18th around 4 this afternoon. We're told a 33-year-old woman was sitting in a car when 3 gunmen ran up and opened fire. Paramedics rushed the victim to Mount Sinai, but she didn't make it. Penn Elementary went into a soft lockdown after the shooting. No students or staff were hurt.
You mean to tell me three men ran up on the car and shot a woman to death? 3. Now, when I first heard this story, I was like, wow, why would 3 men want to do something like that to a woman? This woman had to do something. 3 men don't just run up on the car and just start shooting and killing a woman. Now, there has been what they call casualties of war or casualties in gang banging, because sometimes, your ops might have a certain type of car and, you are looking for that certain type of car, and then somebody else will come up that ain't got nothing to do with gang banging, ain't got nothing to do with the war that's going on, but just because the gang bangers would see that same particular car, they would shoot that car up, believing that those was the ops, and sometimes it be innocent people. Now, just going back in my days, we understood that. And so our gang banging was so corrupt and we used to remember our ops license plates. But even as bad as that is, it was a good reason to do that. Why? Because we did not want to end up killing, shooting the wrong people. So we used to remember our ops license plates. Ops got smart. They started, instead of changing cars, they started getting their cars painted. But we remember the license plate. Now, I know y'all probably saying that's just too much, but when you in a survival mode like that and your life is on the line and your life is dependent on, security and keeping yourself safe and keeping the Lord's or your friends safe and stuff like that, you go through those type of measures. Now, in this situation, I believed in my mind, just because I come from that, I was like, wow, y'all got to excuse my daughter. If y'all can hear her in the background, she just be enjoying herself. Y'all got to excuse her, right? I love her, though. I love her to death. So now, again, that is corrupt thinking as far as the gang banging thing. But like I say, I believe that we possibly saved a lot of people's lives. Now, I believe that this demonstration was something like that until I got to doing a little bit more research. Check it out.
Ain't gon' lie, I'm tweaking on this, cause all you niggas is bitches. I wanna get back for blood, and ain't gon' lie, then I want the police get in it. And why am I hearing my name? You lot of niggas mouth and it's come from bitch. To be honest, I don't play internet games. If I ain't did it, just know I ain't dissing. And why as we talking about bodies on the net, that's basically a proving a stitching. Niggas be bitches, OTI right now, and this probably want some attention. I done told a lot of niggas, checked a lot of niggas about what the fuck they say. Y'all gassing them up for what? It did be wonder why the fuck they end up dead. Ain't no fuck, I won in the mood. 3 niggas died that night, I think it was 4. I wonder what the fuck they do. You live by the gun, you die by the gun, and most of you goof ass niggas can't shoot. We kid avocado, we bust on the top, ain't no way 12 ass can see through the roof.
Yes. That right there is the same woman that 3 guys ran up on, shot, and killed her. Now, we got to understand something. This right here wasn't, as y'all can see, this right here wasn't, your regular woman, I should say. This right here was a woman that was appearing to be a man. They call them, they call them studs now. Back in my days, we used to call them bull daggers, or we used to call them dykes. You know what I'm saying? But now they call them studs. And this right here, for those of you who don't know what a stud is or a dyke or a bulldagger is, these are women portraying to be men. These are women. They are organically women. They was born a woman, but they live their lives as a man. They enjoy women. They drink and smoke. They do everything that a man do. I mean, to even alter their appearance so that it won't look like they have breasts. It won't look like they have a big behind. The long dreads, the hats and everything, the gang banging. They hang around men. If you hang around somebody that's a stud for a long period of time, you will forget that they are a woman. Why? Because the image is of a man. They're a fighter man, they're a shooter man, they're a gang bang, all that. And so this what appears to be what's going on. Akaysha Miller, which is her real name, rest in peace to that sister. Condolences to her family. For those of you who pray, regardless of what she did and all that old type of stuff, that is somebody loved one, pray for her family, pray for strength, understanding in this unfortunate situation. So these type of women, will get mad at you for calling them a woman, because they really get it in their mind that they are a man. And now, initially, when I said, man, they ran up on a woman, 3 deep, gunned her down, now I understand why. Because when you have a stud portraying to be a man and is gang affiliated, then you got to understand this stud right here is probably laying some iron down. This stud right here could be a gunslinger. This stud right here possibly could have killed multiple people. You see what I'm saying? And the way she talking on her songs, she talking like, hey, I'm about that life. She got pictures of guns and stuff like that. And all that, the money. She doing everything that a man would do. So now, according to reports, they said that she was sitting in her car on the west side of Chicago on the North Londale area, right? Now, anybody that know about out west, how they call it, what I'm saying, in Chicago, I'll just say on the west side, but out west, out west, anybody that know about out west, they know that them boys ain't playing out there. They're not playing. It's just like the south side. Them boys is out there. They killing, they drilling, they stealing, robbing, kidnapping. They doing everything that the south side is doing. However, I would say that back in my day, I don't know about now, but back in my day, the west side, even though they, would kill and all that, they were more about, they was getting a lot of money out west. The south side was the killing zone. Like, if you want to get killed and die, you go out south, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to get some money, and be a player and all that old type of stuff like that, and, you go out west for that type of stuff right there. But I don't know how it is. Maybe some of the brothers from the west side of Chicago can get in the comments, or the south side, get in the comments and let us know how y'all demonstrating out there now. But this is what they saying happened to this woman. She was sitting in the car. I don't know why she was sitting in the car. I don't know if she frequent that area that she was found dead in, but she was sitting in the car and these guys ran up on that car and shot her multiple times. Once in the head, once in the face, and multiple times in the body. After being shot, somehow she gathered up the strength to try to drive away. But her body must have failed and she crashed into the tree. But she didn't die on the scene. When first responders came and tried to render her some type of aid, she had a pulse. And so they took her to the hospital and she later died at the hospital. Now, there's a video out. There's a video. And y'all know I don't show them type of videos on my channel. You go on the internet, if you can find it, you can find it. But if you are into that type of stuff and you don't mind, watching this type of stuff so that you can get a better grasp for the story, the link will be pinned on the top, will be pinned at the top of my comment section. You can go over there, get you a membership, check out that video, and check out other videos that I have on that channel over there that I don't show on the YouTube. But that's only if you into that type of stuff. But I will tell you that in this video, what you are going to see is you're going to see her. You're going to see the bullet wound in her face. And you're going to see her appearing that she has expired, that she's dead, but she's not. But you're going to see that. And you're going to see the police around. You're going to see her car that crashed into the tree. You're going to see her inside of her vehicle in the driver's seat. And, police all around and stuff like that. But you're going to be able to see exactly what happened to this sister. And I'm telling you, it's a cold-blooded demonstration. I wouldn't want to go out like that because it's violent. It's violent. And I don't even like to imagine what she was going through and the feelings and stuff like that. But, when you in that lifestyle and you rapping about disrespecting dead peoples and why dead people die and why you do this stuff and you do that, hey, look, and even though you are a woman, but you a stud, so you got to understand something. If you want to be a man and you acting like a man, you portraying to be a man, you doing things that men do, we can't get mad when men treat you like a man. We can't get bad at that because that's just how it goes. And that's what I be telling like the young sisters out here. I understand, like, if you feel that you a stud or whatever, if you feel that, that you're not a woman or whatever, that's your life. Do what you got to do. But that doesn't mean that you got to gang bang. That doesn't mean that you got to be a street person. That doesn't mean that you got to involve yourself in men beefs. If you feel like you really a man and you not a woman and stuff like that, look, hey, but that don't mean that you got to go into the violent nature of a man. Because even though you want to be a man and all that type of stuff, you got to understand something, that these men is not going to treat you and say, man, that's a girl, man. That's a woman, man. We ain't finna. They're not gonna do that. They gonna kill you. They gonna shoot you. They gonna stab you. They gonna beat you. They gonna jump you. They gonna stomp you. They gonna treat you just like you are a man. And I'm not saying that to try to scare somebody or say, no, don't do that, because no, live your life however you want to live. I'm just saying stay away from that violent portion. Because look, the gangbangers and the men that gangbang are not gonna have no relief for you. They gonna dog you. They gonna stomp a mud hole in you. Like they not gonna play with you if you portraying to be a man and you in them streets like that. So for all the sisters, because we have a lot of young ladies that just don't do the stud thing, but we have a lot of young ladies that run around here setting people up. We have a lot of young ladies running around here, dropping locations. And they believe just because that they are a girl or a woman that won't nothing happen to them. You are sadly mistaken. Because once gangbangers find out that you are the girl that are setting people up, they're going to kill you. Why? Because here it is, they homeboy would still be alive if it wasn't for you. The homeboy location wouldn't have never got dropped and got shot up if it wasn't for you. So I want to encourage all you young ladies that live in these gangbang environments, that have family members that are gangbangers, that are kind of influenced by this gangbang life and by this street life. Be a lady. Be a woman. Because gangbangers, truthfully, they don't like shooting women and killing women. Don't nobody got time to be dealing with women like that. But when women involve themselves into the violent nature of gang banging and to being a street person, no, you fair game now. You fair game. Because you acting like you with that. And once you do that, you gonna get that. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.